各位大家好，欢迎来到全世界最宜居的城市，我把它叫墨尔本。
都是北京。我们今天有什么安排呢？
对，因为今天呢，你的运气很好，因为以前呢，我有我自己的中文步行旅游公司，所以以前我会接待中国游客去探索墨尔本市中心。所以我对墨尔本最接地气、最好吃、最666的餐厅我都知道，而且今天我就知道你喜欢吃中国菜，对不对？
对的，
中餐。所以今天我特意为你选了3家餐厅，是墨尔本相当好吃的中文菜。所以今天呢，你平时喜欢吃什么中国菜呢？
我都喜欢，
都喜欢，
就喜欢，没有一个最喜欢的。
那好，因为我觉得今天我们吃点辣的，好吗？你不怕辣吗？
不怕辣，我怕不辣。
对，就是我们今天呢，你看看我们后面是什么东西呢？你能看出来吗？
一个熊猫，
一个熊猫，对吧？因为我们现在来到了 Panda Hotpot， 它算是应该墨尔本最受欢迎的火锅店之一，也可能是最受欢迎的，而且在里面的修饰做的相当不错。浪费时间吧，我们进去吧，快吃啊！我饿死了。
So I am conscious of the fact that we are going to like 3 different places today. So how do you reckon we should do this? How much stuff should we get?
I think get some meat, get some veggies, get some 年糕.
Okay. Are you a guy who likes their intestines? Are you an intestine guy?
Not really.
So we'll just go for some putong de rou.
Perfect.
So we ordered what's known as a yuanyuan guo. It's a half-half style hot pot, and it's a great option if you want to switch between spicy and not spicy. On this side, we have a non-spicy tomato soup base, and on the other side, we ordered the signature Sichuan spicy soup base. But be aware, there is a spice scale when it comes to hot pot. So the mildest soup base you can get is Wei Wei La, which is extra mild, and that is still very decently spicy. Wei La mild, that's the one I usually go for.
Like when they say like little mild hot, it's really hot.
Yeah. You've got Zhong La hot, and then you've got Te La, which is crazy level of spice. And I actually tried this once, and I'm not even joking, I thought I was gonna die.
超了，真的会有人点吗？
有那边，你看那个桌子对 ，Hotpot，
就他们才是最接地气。
对，然后我们一般一看见他点那个全锅微辣的话，或者是特辣的话，就会先问是不是成都人呀，是四川人呀，对，就要先试一下就，所以我们就看他能不能适应得了我们的辣度。
Oh, I love this place because I always have trouble when I'm putting the ingredients in to know how long it should be in for. But here on the menu, it tells you how many minutes for each item. So niangao take 3 minutes, whereas pork brain requires 8 minutes.
Wow, okay. We don't have time for pork brain then.
We don't have time for pork brain.
We're in a tight schedule.
Let's just say no to the pork brain, just for that. Tender seaweed only requires 5 seconds. Might be good for our schedule. They probably think we're so strange because like we've got the smallest ever array of foods. We met 6 years ago.
2014,
right? So it's now been over 6 years, and we studied together at Fudan in Shanghai. And I remember being so jealous of your Chinese.
How can you like just speak Chinese?
How dare you speak perfect Chinese in front of me? But it was so fun. That year, I have such good memories from Fudan.
We had a lot of fun. We traveled together.
We did. We went to South Korea together.
To South Korea.
Hello.
Hello. 我们今天要去哪里呢？
首尔。
首尔。
Remember I got my ears pierced with you?
That's right, yeah. Is it still pierced?
So you guys might actually recognize Ben because he was recently on a super popular TV show in China.
非语正式会谈.
Yes, that's the one.
Informal talks.
It's basically a group of foreign guys.
Good-looking guys.
I have a problem that they don't have women on that show.
It's a show, 10 or so guys, 10 representatives from around the world, and you sit on a big table, you play games, you talk about cultural different things, and it's really unique because they're people from around the world, Russia, Japan, Argentina, but we're using Chinese as our common language, and China is kind of our common theme. And so you get this really interesting cultural dialogue of which China and Chinese is kind of the center point of it. Amazing time, absolutely exceptional. All the guys are really cool on the show.
This show isn't just like a, oh, you know, 500,000 people watch it. Like, tens, hundreds of millions of people would watch this TV show, right?
There'll be a lot of people. I know it's probably one of the most popular like youth shows. And I've heard rumours that hopefully there'll be some sort of female version or a male and female version. Because
get me on the show. What are your thoughts on the hot pot?
I've been doing more speaking than eating.
Me too, but I have gotten a very good Weibo in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm loving this, and this is what I really miss is CHINGLISH, where I think people like yourself, Andrea, I can communicate the best.
Yeah, I agree. You use bits of both languages. Like some words are just so much better in Chinese or so much better in English.
I've just had some of that wei la, and I'm going to be honest, it's a little bit la. I can take it, just.
It's always la. Like when I was in Chongqing, I would have to order wei la, and even that would like destroy me. But actually, I did meet a surprising amount of people in Chongqing and Sichuan who 受不了 spice, like they cannot handle
No way.
spice.
So like an Australian that doesn't eat Vegemite?
I don't eat Vegemite.
There you go.
Actually, spice hasn't always been in China. It only came around in the last few hundred years or so. So I think there's just this expectation for everyone in China, and especially in those spicy regions, to be able to eat a whole heap of spice.
I guess like, not all Australians surf, right?
I don't surf. So our next booking is in like 5 minutes, so we need to get out of here. The hot pot is really, really good. What are your thoughts, Ben?
I reckon the hot pot was delish. We got wei la and fantie, so tomato and mild hot. That mild hot actually is really hot. So even if you think that you can do really hot stuff, mild hot is actually pretty hot.
Yeah.
And I think it's really nice, you know, the food that we had, we didn't eat too much just so we can leave like a little bit of room in our tummy.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever left a hot pot place and been like comfortably full. I've always left a hot pot place being like, oh my god, I need to like lie down and just digest for 5 days.
That's
so
right.
This is a very interesting feeling for me. I feel like, I don't know, it feels a bit weird to leave now when I still have so much capacity.
Anyway, we got a schedule.
Okay, let's go. Where are we heading to next, Ben?
Okay, now, we've had hot pot, right? Hot pot was delicious. Unfortunately, our stomachs are what, a third full?
Yeah, it's good,
right?
huh?
And so now we're going to do another famous Chinese food. We're going from, you know, the middle of China, Sichuan, Chongqing, up north to Beijing. 我们就要吃北京烤鸭. We're gonna have some Peking duck. When you think of Peking duck, what's the most famous brand you can think of?
Quanjude.
But like, Amy, Quanjude, that's only in Beijing, isn't it? That's only in China. No, there's actually a Quanjude in Beijing, I mean in Melbourne. And this Quanjude, it'll be interesting though, because the ducks that they use are Melbourne ducks.
Yeah.
So maybe this Quanjude, the flavour might be a little bit different. So it'll be really interesting to give it out. So we're gonna go there right now.
Are we gonna be late?
I think we're gonna be a little bit late.
Okay, well, let's see what
I
I'm
might
gonna
give them a call,
do.
yeah.
取消 our booking.
好的，谢谢。我们大概1点一刻到。好的，我是 Ben McMahon 订的。好的，谢谢啊，我们一会儿见，拜拜。I'm really excited because I haven't been to Quanjude here before either. So you coming down to Melbourne is a good opportunity sometimes for me to go to places that I've always wanted to go to, but I've never had, that opportunity to kind of do it. So this is it.
I'm glad it's a genuine duck specialist. I hate a fake duck
This
specialist.
is not fake. These are the real deal. So in Chinese, the name, because it's traditional old style stuff, they do it, you go right from left. Quan means everything. Ju is to get together, right? And De is like divine. So it's everything getting together, it's divine.
Quanjude is definitely on the fancier end of the scale. And how much is one duck?
88.
$88 for one duck.
It's a lucky number though.
Oh, what about this? Quanjude Peking duck half set.
One thing about Quanjude is when you come here is that, and I learned this from my Beijing friends, is that your stomach has a limited space. So when you're at Quanjude, you don't waste it on rice. You don't waste it on vegetables. You just have duck. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're just having duck. 因为我们今天其实不是特别饿，但是还想吃点原汁原味、地地道道的Quanjude鸭子，对吧？所以我们来一个半鸭。
椒盐鸭架还是要鸭汤？
鸭汤的。
好的。
While we're waiting for our duck, we're just choosing about what our next destination is going to be, and we can't really decide. So what are the options?
So at the moment we've got two, and both of these are equally famous. We've got one place which is Shanghai Dumpling House, which is like Shanghai dumplings, which is my favourite food. And then there's one place called Shandong Mama, which is also really, really famous, particularly with not only Chinese but also a lot of local people that aren't necessarily an expert at Chinese food, but it's really popular with locals too as well. My gut feeling is pushing towards Shanghai dumplings.
Okay,
this
then
is my favourite food,
let's go with your gut.
And the next time you come back to Melbourne, we can go to Shandong Mama.
Well, if you guys are watching this at home and you happen to be in Melbourne and you see Shandong Mama, go check it out.
Give it a go,
probably
and let us
really
know if it's it's worthwhile going to, which I'm sure it is. I've heard rave reviews.
Yeah.
Whoa! Wow.
Oh wow. Okay, so what did she say we have to do? We have to eat this bit first?
This is the skin, because the skin's really good in Peking duck. So you want to 趁热吃, which is eat while hot.
Yep.
And so, ladies first.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh.
直接吃?
Yeah, I reckon 直接吃吧. If she's eating it wrong though, can you please leave a comment below how you meant to eat the skin part of it?
Okay, oh, it looks so...
Look at this
It's got a real crackling feel. It's very juicy, fatty. Gosh, I love fat. It's like my favourite flavour.
Because what I'm eating, it's not only Peking duck, it's history. Look at that. Oh yeah, beautiful. Yeah. So you got to spread it open wide. There you go. And then the next thing we got to do is you get the jiang, get that sauce. You don't put too much of it. I think
Excuse me, don't put too much sauce. You slather that shit with sauce. What are you talking about? Don't put much sauce. This is how you do it, Ben.
Okay.
You get your duck. You really get it into that sauce, and then you use that sauce to paint your beef.
There you go.
That's how it's done. There are two kinds of people in this world. Person one. No sauce! What is wrong with you?
I got a little bit of sauce. I want to let the duck do the talking. Right? I don't want the sauce to influence my color too much. What about below? Leave us a comment and tell us how much sauce should you put in it?
Okay, let's see how Melbourne duck compares to China duck. To be honest, there's so much sauce in this. It could be chicken, for all I know. Very good. Very good. For you, what makes a good Peking duck?
I find that the bing's got to be really nice too. I think the bing's a really important thing. If it's not thin, good quality, it dominates the taste too much. It should be secondary, I think, to the duck. I'm not sure if my tasting ability is strong enough to be able to go, oh, this is Australian duck versus, say, Gourmet or Chinese duck.
Yeah.
But I do know some people that really like their Peking duck. They can taste the difference.
For me, it's all about the skin. I feel like so much of that flavour is carried through the skin, and for me, that's what really makes the difference. I also like places that are very generous in their servings of Peking duck, because at the end of the day, I use so much of this sauce, and I just like having more pancakes. So I'd happily settle for worse quality duck for a bigger portion. So I've got a bit of a life hack when it comes to eating Peking duck that I want to share with you, Ben, and for anyone out there who's interested. So, I'm gonna need your help for this.
Got it? Into your mouth.
That's how the locals do it.
I think it's
That's how it's done.
I've got a really good story for everyone. And this is actually quite a funny one. I remember my first time going to Beijing. My first time ever to Beijing, I was going around with one of my Chinese friends. And we went to Quanjude, because you got to do that when you go to Beijing. And at that stage, I thought I was I'm getting pretty good with the culture of eating. Sometimes they come out with a little bowl and some water, and you wash your hands in the bowl before you start doing stuff. And so I was I got it. The culture. 我懂的. And so then we went to the restaurant Quanjude, which is quite fancy in Beijing, and we were sitting down, and out came these little bowls, and I was very good. I know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, look at that. And then my friend is with me, looking at me, and his eyes are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and he's like, Ben, that's like a $30 soup that you're putting your fingers in.
Was it this soup?
No, it was like this, but it was smaller, and there wasn't stuff in there. So I thought it was just water, but it was really good quality and the most expensive duck soup. And I was just going like that and being like, yeah, look at me. I know, I'm not Chinese, but I understand the culture of using the water first. And everyone was just going,
oh my god, I wish I was there. I wish I had my camera.
不懂事儿.
So we have just arrived at our last stop for the day. We are here at, what's it called? Shanghai
Shanghai
Street. And I'm guessing they have some good xiaolongbao here, which are the classic Shanghai dumplings.
I really miss it. Like, you know, walking down the street, getting some Shanghai dumplings.
Yeah.
Like, it is just so good. It's one of my favorite Chinese
Yeah.
dishes. There's different ways of eating xiaolongbao. I'm not sure what your technique is, so maybe you can show us what your technique is.
Well, I've shown it here on videos before, so you guys would probably be familiar with it, but I'm interested to see what your technique is.
Ooh, I ate them pretty badass. Like, I'm no fear. No, like.
Don't tell me you just bite into it.
One goal. That's it. And you gotta, it's risky. I understand there's a risk to it, right? You gotta burn your mouth, but no risk, no reward, right? That's a hundred. Very manly, very, you know.
You're such a man, you can eat a xiaolongbao in one bite. Okay, I'm curious. I'm curious to see how you deal with this. I'm also kind of scared for you.
A little bit risky. I think they're probably a little bit hot at the moment, but you just got to do it, you know.
They look really.
For the views. For the views. Wait. Too hot. I might just need to 休息5分钟.
So this is why my technique is best, because I don't need to wait 5 minutes until I can eat my xiaolongbao. I just get right in there. This is how you should eat a xiaolongbao. Dip it in your vinegar or soy sauce, whatever condiment you prefer. Prepare your spoon. Xiaolongbao on spoon. Small puncture. Little puncture. Oopsies. Drip it into your spoon. Drink. And then you can eat it.
One, two.
Did you burn yourself?
No.
Oh, good.
Nearly. Man, how do you say? 天不怕地不怕只怕吃小笼包一口吃不掉. Wow. It just came 6题. There we go. In one.
I've honestly never seen someone eat xiaolongbao like that. Please comment below. How do you eat xiaolongbao? Are you like me or are you like Ben?
I'm walking a little bit like this at the moment.
Me too.
Know?
I'm so full. Well, that's the end of our Chinese food adventure for today. Thank you so much, Ben, for taking us to all of those amazing places.
No worries, it's been my pleasure. I'm
really impressed by Melbourne's Chinese food, I have to be honest. Like, I wasn't sure if it was going to be able to compete with Sydney, but you know.
I think that's it. And I think too, like Sydney and Melbourne, we're an immigrant city. So,
yep.
You know, we're a city of lots and lots of different immigrants. So we've got lots of food from all around the world, one of which are Chinese food, played a really important role in our food culture. And like I think we've just touched the tip of the iceberg today. You're gonna have to stay in Melbourne for a couple of years, I think, to get through all of this, the beautiful food here.
Well, you need to come up to Sydney.
That I would like to do. I would really like to do. So maybe give us a couple of weeks and we'll see what happens.
So thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks again to Ben for showing us around. Ben, where can people find you on social media?
Well, if you're interested in Chinese content, Chinese, Australian sort of content, especially stuff in Mandarin, you can find me on YouTube at Red Ruben or Hongdaishu Xiaoming. You can find me on Weibo at Hongdaishu Xiaoming, at Bilibili at Hongdaishu Xiaoming, Instagram at Red Ruben, and is there any other stuff? I think that's just about it.
Go check out Ben and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
See you later, bye-bye.
Bye!